Yo, it's me, Asti, and today I got a different video for y'all. I got a 2021 NFL mock draft. Now I'm doing this in perspective of what I think will happen, not what I would do as the specific teams. So let's send me over to the next screen and let's get into it. So over there, I've got the team needs for every team. I'm doing this with no trades, so no teams are going to be doing any trades with each other, so everyone's going to be picking in the spots they're assigned right now, which is most likely not going to happen in the NFL draft. But it's just easier this way. With trades makes it really complicated, so no trades this draft. If you want to see me do another one with trades, I can definitely do that. Just let me know down in the comments. Leave a like if you like this video. But before we get into everything, go down here. That's my IG. Follow me on IG at asti_YT. Yeah, so with the first pick in my NFL mock draft, I'm going to have Jacksonville Jaguars taking Trevor Lawrence. Now, everyone knows Trevor Lawrence is the best prospect in this draft. He's a once-in-a-lifetime player. He's the highest anticipated quarterback, maybe prospect, since Andrew Luck. He's the pick you have to go with Urban Meyer. You got a new coaching staff. You got to get your quarterback. Trevor Lawrence is a stud. I think he'll take the Jaguars to at least 6 wins, kind of get out of their slump. I've always kind of rooted for the Jags, even though I am a Cowboys fan. But the Jaguars, I think, take Trevor Lawrence with this first pick. You got to feel good about it. He's the best prospect. It's what you got to do. And he's a quarterback. Every franchise needs a quarterback, so Trevor Lawrence, number 1. All right, at number 2, we got the New York Jets. Now, the New York Jets, I only put 5 positions over there. And I really needed to do about like 53 of them because his team is god-awful. You got about Quinnen Williams on the defense, who's good, promising rookie. You got Mekhi Becton, who's a pretty good tackle on offense, but that's basically it. I'm sorry if you're a New York Jets fan, but you need a lot. And I think you start with quarterback with Zach Wilson out of BYU. Now, a lot of people think Justin Fields is better than this guy. I personally disagree. I think Justin Fields might need a year or two under him to get used to the NFL. I don't know if he's ready or not yet, but I think Zach Wilson could go in there and make some noise with the New York Jets. I think he's a good fit for them. I think that the Jets might start to win some games. Obviously, they did that last year, but they weren't supposed to. But Zach Wilson makes sense here for the Jets. They need like every position, so I think they take Zach Wilson, quarterback. Need a quarterback, just like I said with the Jags. Every good franchise has a good quarterback, so got to take a shot at Zach Wilson here. Pick number 3, we got the Miami Dolphins. Now, I really liked what Miami was doing with tanking and just trading back picks, getting more first. I really like when teams do that. I think it leads to a success when you are good at drafting. Now, the Dolphins took Tua last year. His position is up in the air. I don't really know what's going on there, but I think with this pick, we helped that out a lot. We help out Tua a lot, so we're going to take Devontae Smith from Alabama. Obviously, Tua is familiar with Devontae Smith. Obviously, Devontae Smith is a stud. He won the Heisman as a wide receiver. Rarely happens. Devontae Smith is my wide receiver 1 in this draft. Obviously, he's not the physical specimen of like a DK Metcalf, but he's kind of like a Tyreek Hill with a little less speed, I think. But I think Devontae Smith can develop. I think him and Tua would be a dynamic duo. And I really think that helped Tua step it up, and the Dolphins get into the playoffs, make some noise in the playoffs, maybe win an AFC championship. We'll see. At number 4, we got Atlanta Falcons. Now, I think the Falcons are in a weird position right now because they don't know if they're good or bad. They just know they blow a lot of leads. And so I think they need a lot of defensive help, but I'm not going to give them a defensive player here. I think Matt Ryan is on his way out. He's getting older, and he's sucking a little more and more every year, I think. I never was really high on Matt Ryan. He's just kind of like an average quarterback to me, like a Jared Goff. Might be selling him short there, but I think the Falcons go out and get Justin Fields here. I don't think Justin Fields will start right away. Obviously, they still have Matt Ryan unless they trade him. I think Justin Fields just sits behind Matt Ryan for a year, kind of like what Tua did, maybe take over if Matt Ryan sucks. But yeah, Justin Fields at number 4. Hopefully it's a spark they need. Maybe get some defense in the later rounds. Number 5, we got the Bengals. Now, Joe Burrow is a stud. I'm just going to leave it at that. He is a stud, and he cannot be getting hurt like he did this year. So I think the Bengals take an easy pick here. Penei Sewell, the best lineman in this draft, I think. Rashawn Slater right behind, though. Penei Sewell is an athletic freak, kind of like Tristan Wirfs was last year. super athletic. I don't know why Wirfs fell last year the way he did. Was almost a Pro Bowler and All-Pro or whatever. Penei Sewell has the potential, I feel, if he gets the right coaching. I think the Bengals take him, protect Joe Burrow. Easy, slide right in at left tackle or right tackle. You can put him either one, I think. But yeah, Bengals, Penei Sewell 5, easy pick. Number 6, we got the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, being a Cowboys fan, I don't like the Eagles, obviously. And good thing because they have some quarterback controversy. Carson Wentz, Jalen Hurts, who's it going to be? There's been a lot of reports about Carson Wentz being traded out. He reports that he doesn't want to be there. So I think the Eagles go out and get a wide receiver to help whatever quarterback is there, and that wide receiver would be Jamar Chase for me. Him, Devontae Smith, and Jalen Waddle are the top 3 wide receivers in this draft. Easy. I just have them in an order that I like, which is Devontae Smith, Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle. And I think Jamar Chase goes to the Eagles right here and helps whatever quarterback they choose to throw out there. Hopefully they suck. At number 7, we got the Detroit Lions. Now, I think they're going to lose Kenny Golladay in the offseason. I'm filming this right after the Super Bowl, so I don't know yet. If you want me to make another mock after free agency, after whenever, let me know down in the comments. But at number 7, I was just talking about the wide receivers I have in this draft. I think it's Devontae Smith, Jamar Chase, and now Jalen Waddle goes to the Detroit Lions to replace Kenny Golladay. I think he basically just takes Kenny Galladay's role. Marvin Jones is also getting older, so maybe they look at wide receiver again later in this draft. But they need a cornerback too, but I don't think the quarterbacks can go this early yet. I don't know. Maybe they could, but I think Jalen Waddle here would work really well for Detroit. At number 8, we got the Carolina Panthers. Now, the Panthers are in a weird situation again. They have Teddy Bridgewater. I don't know if he's going to be their quarterback for a while. It seems more like a bridge quarterback, no pun intended. But Teddy Bridgewater is kind of, I don't know about him. So that's why I have quarterback as a need over there. I also have a need at linebacker. You could go Micah Parsons here really easily. Micah Parsons, I think, is the best linebacker in this draft. And also corner, offensive tackle. I think they could take Rashawn Slater because they might be losing Tyler Moton. But I think here that they got to go like with one of the best players in this draft. I'm really high on this guy. A lot of people aren't. Some people are sleeping on him in my opinion. But Kyle Pitts from Florida, dude's a stud. Can be wide receiver or tight end. He's like a Noah Fant kind of, but more athletic, faster, better route runner, I think. But Kyle Pitts here, I love this pick. Some people are going to disagree with it, picking a tight end this early, but Kyle Pitts at 8 to Carolina. I think they need a tight end like they had with Greg Olsen again. So Kyle Pitts. Number 9 is the Denver Broncos. Now, I think Denver really needs defense. Obviously, I put in their needs. They got like 4 defensive positions on there. And I think they go with a great fit here with Caleb Farley at cornerback from Virginia Tech. Now, I don't know a whole lot about Caleb Farley. I'm going to be honest. I've watched a little bit of stuff on him. I think that he might be the second best corner in this draft, but I just think he's a better fit with Denver than another person who might be getting picked next. But yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Caleb Farley, number 9 with the Broncos. I think it just works. At number 10, we got my Dallas Cowboys. Now, I just hinted at who I think they would be picking here with that Caleb Farley pick with the Denver Broncos. But at number 10, I think the Cowboys go Patrick Surtain from Alabama. I really like this pick because you get a tandem of Alabama boys from Trayvon Diggs and Patrick Surtain. Now, I think Patrick Surtain is actually the best corner in this draft. I just had Caleb Farley going last pick because I think he fits with Denver better. Surtain and Diggs, I think, for Dallas would be great. I just need Diggs to get a little better next year. And Patrick Surtain with him, I think they'd be a dynamic duo at the DB spots for Dallas, and we really need cornerbacks right now. Our defense was god-awful last year, so hopefully Patrick Surtain can come in, help that out a little bit. But yeah, Surtain at 10. All right, now after the top 10 picks, I got my top available. I think Micah Parsons and Rashawn Slater are falling in this mock draft. I think they'll be picked very soon. But before we go to the next picks, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Helps me out. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If you guys can help me out with that, I'd greatly appreciate it. Now, let's get to pick 11. At number 11, the New York Giants are picking. I don't like the Giants, but I'd have to pick for them, and I think that they will go defense here. Even though they do really need a receiver bad, a receiver that can separate badly. They don't have one on their roster currently, I don't think. But the top 3 wide receivers are gone. I don't think you can reach on a wide receiver at 11, especially when this guy's been falling this whole time. Micah Parsons at 11 from Penn State. Best linebacker in the draft. I think they need a linebacker. Blake Martinez is not cutting it for them. I've never really was a fan of Blake Martinez, but Micah Parsons come in, stud. At number 12, we got the San Francisco 49ers. Now, the 49ers need DB bad, but the top 2 are off the board, so I don't think they go that direction. They need O-line bad, which Rashawn Slater is here. Rashawn Slater is the second best lineman in this draft, I think. But for some reason, I don't think they go there. I think they go with the splash pick here, Trey Lance, North Dakota State. I think that he could possibly take over Jimmy G's job. Jimmy G could be out. I don't know. He could be traded. I'm filming this after the Super Bowl, so I don't know, obviously, yet. But I don't know. I think Pretty Boy won't be in San Fran for much longer, and if he will be, I don't think he'll be that good. I think they are a contender with him, though, still. I think they have a decent team. Rashawn Slater might be the better pick here, but I think the splash pick with Trey Lance brings a spark. Maybe bring him in rookie year, start him, I don't know. But yeah, Trey Lance, number 13. I could see him going top 5. Could see him the second round, end of the first round. I really don't know because he opted out last year, doesn't have a lot of film, but I think the 49ers here take a chance on him. Okay, Los Angeles Chargers at 13. They need O-line bad, and there's an O-lineman out there who's a stud. Rashawn Slater at 13 here to the Chargers. Perfect sense. They got Justin Herbert, rookie quarterback last year. Got to protect him. Don't want to end up like Joe Burrow, injured out for the whole year. Got to get O-line. Rashawn Slater is the second best, maybe even the first best to some people. He fell all the way to 13. I don't know if that will really happen in the draft or not, but I think if you're the Chargers here, you have to take him. Good pick, great pick. Rashawn Slater to the Chargers. All right, number 14, we got the Minnesota Vikings. Now, I think they're a little mad because the Chargers just stole Slater from them. They're hoping they could get him. But I think the Vikings need D-line even more than that, and I think they go Davion Nixon here from Iowa. Now, I might be a little biased. I'm an Iowa fan. Big fan of Davion Nixon. I've talked to the guy. I mean, I'm a little biased, I gotta admit. But I do think he is the best D-lineman in this class. He was a stud last year. Just got a lot of sacks, got after the quarterback, tackles for loss, everything you want from a D-lineman. I think he slides right in there, just like Jaleel Johnson did for the Vikings. They got a little ties there, Iowa D-line. Davion Nixon at 14 might be a little bit high. I'm a little biased, gotta admit. But I think it'd make perfect sense. I think he'd do really well in Minnesota. At 15, we got the New England Patriots. Now, I think the Patriots are in a weird spot because they have a lot of holes, but they have good players around their holes. So I really could see them taking a quarterback with Mac Jones. Just being Belichick and having to watch that Super Bowl with Tom Brady on the Bucs really got to piss you off. And I could really see them taking a quarterback here like Mac Jones or Kyle Trask if they have him that high. I don't personally. But for some reason, I just think they're going to pick defense. They're just not going to make the sexy pick like I think they should. But I'll have them taking linebacker. Don't crucify me if I get this name wrong. But Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, linebacker out of Notre Dame. Now, I can't say the dude's name, but he is really damn good, all right? Tackle monster at Notre Dame. I think the Patriots need linebacker right now. I think they'll like this guy a lot. New England loves defense. That's a New England pick to me. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, linebacker at Notre Dame, at number 15. Number 16, Arizona Cardinals. Now, I think the Cardinals are in a really good spot right now. They got a lot of talent, young talent. They could use a cornerback really badly. Also a running back. You got Travis Etienne on the board and Najee Harris. You can pick your best back, whoever you like. But I don't have them picking a running back here. I think that they have a more pressing need at cornerback, and I think J.C. Horn fits right in there from South Carolina. I think Pat Pete is on his decline. As much as I love Pat Pete, it just sucks to see him getting old and getting worse. But I think J.C. Horn could learn from Pat Pete, become a solid corner for them, maybe make that next step to a championship contender. J.C. Horn, Arizona Cardinals, number 16. At number 17, we got the Las Vegas Raiders. I think that they need edge very badly, and I think there's a great edge on the board right here in Kwity Paye from Michigan. I think that Kwity Paye is the best edge defender in this draft. I think he'd pair really well with Max Crosby on the other side of him. I think the Raiders will get a really good pass rush with those two. Hopefully he doesn't turn into a Taco Charlton like the Cowboys drafted, another edge rusher from Michigan. But I think Raiders will take him, and I think that he'll work well with Max Crosby. At number 18, we got Miami Dolphins again. As you can see over there, there's little asterisks under the wide receiver because in this mock, I had them taking Devontae Smith already, and so that need is like filled. But they still have some more needs. They need O-line to protect Tua, and so Tua can get the ball to Devontae Smith. And I think they take the best lineman available here in Christian Darrisaw. I don't know a whole lot about Darrisaw. It's a lineman. There's not a whole lot of highlights out there on him. But from what I've been hearing that he's top 3 lineman. And I think that the Dolphins need that to protect. So, makes sense. Christian Darrisaw, offensive tackle, Virginia Tech to Miami. Number 19, we got Washington football team. I did actually watch a lot of Washington football team games last year. I can't lie. Even being a Cowboys fan, I had Antonio Gibson and Terry McLaurin on my fantasy team, and so I watched them a lot. And I noticed that besides the bad quarterback play, which they could take Mac Jones here, he's still available. I think that they get another wide receiver to help Terry, so he doesn't have to eat up double teams. He doesn't always have to be on the best corner. I think they go Rashad Bateman out of Minnesota. I've also watched a lot of Rashad Bateman, being an Iowa fan, watching Big Ten players play. I think Bateman would work really well with Terry, and I think football team will look at quarterback in the later rounds. Rashad Bateman, Minnesota at 19. At number 20, we got the Chicago Bears. Now, I do have quarterback as a need over there because I don't really know what they're doing at quarterback. I don't think they know what they're doing at quarterback. Whatever quarterback plays well is who they play, and then he ends up not playing well. I don't know what they're doing. But I think in order for whatever quarterback to be playing, I think that they need O-line to protect him because their O-line was pretty terrible last year. They did have a lot of injuries. Mainly James Daniels, stud, Iowa. But I think they go tackle here in Sam Cosmi out of Texas. Just get a good, solid tackle in there. Protect the quarterback, whoever it is. Hopefully their offense can be more consistent with a solid tackle in there in Sam Cosmi. All right, and after 10 more picks, I got another top available players. I got Mac Jones, quarterback. Could see him going anytime now. We got the running backs in ETN and Najee Harris. I personally think they are great players, but they are running backs, and so they will fall in the draft. Happens every year. There's nothing you can do about it just because they are running backs. But yeah, let's get into pick number 21, the Indianapolis Colts. Now for the Colts, I think this is a pretty easy pick. They got Phillip Rivers, who's retiring, and there's a great quarterback on the board in Mac Jones. Now, I don't think Mac Jones has the potential as the quarterbacks that were previously picked before him, but I think that he will be like a Phillip Rivers type of player. You can plug him in right now. He'll be a decent quarterback for you. You'll win games with him, kind of like how Phillip Rivers was at the end. Phillip Rivers was a stud when he was on the Chargers and stuff, don't get me wrong, but towards the end there, he was just a game manager, and I think that's what Mac Jones can do. Now, do you take a game managing quarterback in the first round? I think if you're the Colts, you kind of have to, because I don't think Jacoby Brissett can lead this team. Maybe they get somebody in for agency, I don't know. But Mac Jones right here at 21 makes a lot of sense to me. Number 22, we got the Tennessee Titans. And now I really think they need defensive help. Did not have a lot of pass rush last year, and I think they go out and get the best edge available in Joseph Osai from Texas. Haven't watched a lot of him, but the Titans need D-line bad. I think they just go with the best available guy in Joseph Osai. Makes a lot of sense to me. Help their defense because their offense is godly. Number 23, New York Jets back up again. Now, we had them taking Zach Wilson earlier, and a lot of people have them drafting a running back here, like a lot of experts, a lot of mocks I've been looking at have them taking ETN, maybe Najee Harris. I personally don't. I think the running backs fall even farther. I have them getting Gregory Rousseau from Miami. Take a little pressure off of Quinn Williams. I think Quinn Williams is a stud, and I think Rousseau could be a stud as well. They just need a lot of positions, so just the top guys, they got to just pick them up. They got to get as many picks as they can. A lot of good picks. Gregory Rousseau, good pick here. Helps the defense. Just have a lot of holes, and he fills one for now. All right, number 24, Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, they could go running back here if they just want to completely give up on James Conner, which I don't blame them if they do. But running backs, I think, are going to keep falling, and I think they need O-line help to protect Big Ben, and I have them taking Jalen Mayfield from Michigan. Now, I really think O-line is a big need for them because one big hit to Big Ben, that dude might be done for his career. Hate to say it, hate to put it like that, but Big Ben is old. He's not mobile. He could very easily get hurt. He's been having some injury problems in the past. I think O-line would help him out immensely. I think that's the best position they could go with, Jalen Mayfield. At number 25, the Jags are back on the clock, and we had him taking Trevor Lawrence within the 101. And I think now that you have Trevor, you need to protect him with some O-line help. I think they go tackle Liam Eichenberg from Notre Dame. Now, people want to compare him to Zach Martin, obviously lineman from Notre Dame. But I don't know if he's as good as Zach Martin per se, because Zach Martin's a stud. He's one of the best linemen in the whole league. But Liam Eichenberg has potential, I guess. He could be like Zach Martin, I don't know. But I think if you're Urban Meyer, you got your star quarterback in Trevor Lawrence, hopefully, and you got to go protect him, kind of like how the Bengals took Penei Sewell, protect their quarterback. Just makes a lot of sense in my mind. Protect your quarterback. You put a lot of stock into him, drafting him with a one-on-one. Protect him. Hopefully doesn't go down like Joe Burrow did last year. Liam Eichenberg, out tackle from Notre Dame. At 26, the Cleveland Browns are up. Now, the Browns did surprisingly well this year, I think, but it wasn't because of their defense. As you can see, 4 of their needs are defensive players, in my opinion, and I think they need linebacker the worst. So I'm going to go Xavier Collins out of Tulsa. Now, you could go Nick Bolton. I personally just like Xavier Collins better. I think he fits better in what Cleveland's trying to do. They could go, honestly, they could go any defensive player. Wouldn't surprise me. They just need defense. But yeah, Xavier Collins from Tulsa. Start right away. Hopefully make an impact for the Browns. At 27, we got the Baltimore Ravens. Now, I watched a lot of Ravens games last year, and you could really tell that they missed Marshall Yanda a lot. And I think they need a replacement here. Could go Creed Humphrey at center, but I think this guy's better than Creed Humphrey. I think he's been slipping in this draft, so I think they pick him up. It's Elijah Vera Tucker from USC. Now, he will fit right in at guard, hopefully bring back some resemblance of Marshall Yanda for them. I know their running game kind of struggled with Mark Ingram, but then J.K. came in and he did a little better. But I think Elijah Vera Tucker can start right away, maybe make an impact sort of like a Tristan Wirfs did this year. I am really that highly on him. I just had him slipping this far because I didn't think a team before needed a guard. So Elijah Vera Tucker here at 27 to the Ravens. At 28, New Orleans Saints are up, and I think they could go quarterback with Drew Brees retiring. Not officially yet, but it's expected for him to retire. I think they could go Kyle Trask if they wanted to, but I just don't think Kyle Trask is a first-round pick in my opinion. So I think that they'll get a wide receiver to help whatever quarterback is there, whether it be Jameis Winston or they start Taysom Hill for some reason, I don't know. But I think they stick with Jameis Winston, and I think they get him some help in Terrace Marshall Jr. from LSU. Another great storyline, LSU kid going to play still in Louisiana with the Saints. I think it just works, and I think that he could be a really good complement to Mike Thomas. So, yeah, Terrace Marshall at number 28. At 29, we got the Green Bay Packers. Now, I think a lot of people want wide receiver here. They've been wanting wide receiver since last year and the year before that, and maybe even the year before that. Packers fans want wide receiver bad. I personally don't think they go wide receiver here. Keep the meme alive. Don't draft a wide receiver. I think they go Alex Leatherwood out of Alabama. Now, I think Leatherwood is a little overrated in my opinion. That's why I have him falling to like the end of the first round. But he's still an athletic freak. He could play a lot for the Packers, help Aaron Rodgers prolong his career. Maybe get a wide receiver later. Maybe if Terrence Mitchell was available here, they'd take him. But since the Saints just took him, I don't think they take a wide receiver here. But yeah, Alex Leatherwood, not sexy, but it's what I think the Packers might do here. At number 30, we got the Buffalo Bills. Now, the Bills are kind of in a weird spot too, where they're trying to make that Super Bowl push. And what pick could take them over the edge to get that Lombardi? I'm not really sure, but I think that they need cornerback the most. And so my top cornerback left would be Eric Stokes out of Georgia. Now, I don't think he has potential to be a #1 cornerback for a team. I think he could be really, really solid too. And that's all the Bills really need. They got Tre'Davious White, who is obviously the cornerback one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. I think Eric Stokes could be a solid #2 corner for them. I think it just works. Hopefully makes the push to the Super Bowl even better. At number 31, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, they just came off of a Super Bowl loss, and I think it was partly because their O-line was so bad. And a lot of people are going to want O-line at this pick here to help Patrick Mahomes stay upright. And I personally don't think the Chiefs' line is that bad. Obviously, they were bad in the Super Bowl, but it's because they're pretty banged up. They had guys playing positions that they don't normally play. A lot of injuries, a lot of like COVID stuff going on. And so I think they don't go O-line here, maybe in the second, maybe in the third, maybe second and third. But I think they go Kadarius Toney right here out of Florida. Dude can absolutely fly, just like a Tyreek Hill. Just another weapon for Patrick Mahomes. I think Sammy Watkins is on his way out. Whether they trade him or just straight up cut him, I think that's a possibility. And I think they replace him with the Kadarius Toney. They got the speed on wide receivers, and they got that check down, that big target, and Kelsey at tight end. I think it just really works for Patrick Mahomes. I think that the Chiefs are set up pretty well to win a Super Bowl next year, whether they pick O-line or wide receiver here or not. So I'm having them take the wide receiver. Nice pick, Kadarius Toney. Toney's a beast. So, yeah. And with the last pick of my 2021 NFL mock draft, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking Najee Harris. Now, a lot of people are not going to like this pick if it happens in real life because they don't like Tom Brady and they don't like the Bucs. But Najee Harris is a beast, and I think Ronald Jones doesn't deserve to be a starting running back. Leonard Fournette might be a nice like power back type of guy, but Najee Harris is all of it combined. Najee Harris is the best running back in this draft, in my opinion. I think it's him and then ETN are the close behind, but Najee can do it all. Najee Harris is a Derrick Henry, in my opinion, because, well, they are very similar, big, strong guys, both from Alabama. But I think Najee Harris would like make an immediate impact on the Bucs because Tom Brady loves checkdowns. Najee can catch them. Najee can also just barrel it down the middle, get 10 yards every time. Najee Harris to the Bucs makes a lot of sense. I think the Bucs would love this pick here with Najee Harris. And so yeah, that was the whole first round. Here's all the picks on one screen so you could see how it went. Travis Etienne did not get drafted in the first round. Neither did Kyle Trask. If you want me to make a 2-round mock draft, let me know it in the comments. Leave a like so I know that you guys like this. But before I go, I just want to thank you for watching. Please hit the like button if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.